Hello Gemini, and welcome to your Tarotscopes for the time of November 2015. Now we will be covering your home and your family, your career goals and aspirations. We'll look at your finance, health and well-being, and your relationship areas. The first thing that you do have around you in connection with the home and the family, look, you've got the Five of Cups. This generally represents that there is a very strong connection to the past around. You may be finding that you're doing a lot of reminiscing, catching up, going back over old ground, or perhaps this is a time to kind of look at where you had been feeling that, you know, the past is still playing a very important role in your future. And it could be that you're missing somebody, and maybe it's about reconnecting those links up. You may be finding that, you know, within yourself, you're kind of in a very reflective mood. This doesn't have to be somber, it can be quite happy. However, issues are definitely rising to the surface, and this month is your chance to kind of nip them in the bud or to heal them. In connection with your career goals and aspirations, look, you've got the Hermit in reverse, or what I call retrospect, okay? And what you're finding at this is the time of really looking at where have you let yourself down in your career goals or pursuits in the past, okay? And this is about making the necessary changes in order to get yourself back on track. You may be looking at going back and doing a bit of a study or do a bit of training. Maybe it is that you've kind of had a very awkward relationship with some of your work colleagues, and now this is the time to really kind of sort this out. Whatever you want done, it is up to you to make it happen, okay? Nobody's going to tap you on the shoulder and say, hey, I'll do it for you. It is up to you, and this is going to be one of those kind of strong points about you really wanting to support what it is that you need, okay, towards your future goals and pursuits. And the more that you do this, the easier it's going to become. Now, I guess the operative word for those that are looking for work during this month is it's up to you. And like I said, nobody's going to tap you on the shoulder and say, hey, you know, thank you. Oh, you're looking for work? Well, we have the right position for you. This is about you, you know, trudging the floorboards, and you're putting your applications in, you're going back over where, you know, rechecking other places that you've probably applied for before, just checking in. Hi, how are you going? Look, I applied, I haven't heard anything back yet. Application's still open. It's about you doing a little bit of the legwork here, and by doing that legwork, you're going to be finding that you actually probably, you know, line up with a little bit more success on the job front. Now, for some, you may be looking at becoming a little bit more independent. So this could be that you're looking at contract work, setting up your own business. It could be that you're looking at something that's quite different to what you've done before. And because of this, you may need to put in a little bit more additional effort in finding out what you need to be able to be a little bit more qualified, okay? Or do you have the right support rod sitting in front of you? In connection with your finances, now you've got the Chariot in reverse, and this is telling you that you've got a little bit of difficulty here, and it's something that you haven't really accounted for that could be popping up on the financial front. So maybe it's car rego, it could be that you've just got, you know, some additional expenses that have been sitting there for some time. Maybe you're wasting some of your money, okay, and you're being asked to reassess your budget and just see what you can do to make these changes to better your financial situation. I feel that it's taken you some time to do this. It's almost like you're taking a long way around getting these agreements into place, and now you've got this opportunity to really clear things up. And once you've nipped it in the bud, I'm telling you, you won't look back. You'll actually be financially a lot better off. In connection with your health and your well-being, you've got the Eight of Swords in reverse. Now this generally tells you that it's a big sense of freedom, so it's like as if you're letting go of any of that stress or energy. Nice to know, okay? And maybe you're even on a little bit of a health kick, or trying something out a little bit different, okay? And it's like as if the pressure is off you, so you're not focusing so much on what you're not doing, but you're focusing on what you can do, and you're going to be finding there's some really great achievements sitting here. Now this is usually ruling in and around our 8th house, which is our hormonal areas, okay, our relationships, and also those things that we class as our security. So if you've been going through a sense of feeling like you've had to hoard on to things or hold on to stuff, you may be finding this month psychologically and emotionally you're feeling like the pressure's off and you're able to do a few things that you would like to do. In connection with your relationships, now you've got the Two of Wands in reverse, and often this means that we are going through a period of time of sorting things out. It doesn't mean that you are not happy. It means that you're reassessing some of the plans that you've had before, and you're saying to yourself, well, hang on a minute, are they really viable now? Maybe we need to make a few more changes here. And because of this, you're actually going to open up a new opportunity for you both to really put your heads together and decide on what's the best course of action. Now, most of you may be looking forward to, maybe putting, the home back into order, okay, spending a little bit more quality time together, maybe looking at, what your partner's up to and where you've kind of lost that contact, and like I said, put your heads together and kind of looking what you could do to, have a little bit more quality or energy time together. Now, for those that are single and looking, this is really about you sorting out what it is that you want. What's your to-do list? What are you requiring in a partner? Where have you been and what have you experienced, okay, that you don't want to bring back into a new relationship? This is about you really sitting on the rock and thinking quite hard about this, okay? And in doing so, you may actually find that you have a couple of choices in front of you. Perhaps there's two people or two certain things that you're quite attracted to, but it's hard to choose between both. And I really do feel that you're going to be looking at the quality and quantity of what's being given or made available and seeing if it really does hit the note with you during this period of time.